What up, yo? It's Lune the Bright One. Welcome to my channel and welcome back. I'm in kind of a different spot here. Don't have very many spots in my place at the moment to be doing these videos, and it's too goddamn hot in the freaking car. So it's going to be kind of a close-up at the moment. Yes, I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeVille. I don't know who that was from, but credit to the person who said that. So anyhow, if you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you like any of my videos, subscribe for more, for less, for other ones, whatever the hell it is. If you guys like to read, go to my blog and read my fantastic, amazing stories. They're off the wall. You can call it sci-fi, whatever you want to call it. I call it stories. So go to my blog if you want to read those. And all my information is in the description box below. Let's see. This video in particular, I was kind of called to do this video. I talk about twin flames somewhat. I have one other video. I had erased the other videos, but I have one, and I'm sure I'll do more. If you guys know what twin flames is, perfect. Otherwise, if you don't, then go watch other videos. And I gotta get my coffee. Okay, watch other videos. You can see that. And I'll teach you about twin flames. Basically, I'm kind of doing this close because the sound, I need to have a fan on, and I don't know where my freaking headphones are, so again, we're going to do a close-up. But coffee is the bomb. Just coffee, though. Okay, so with twin flames, I want to just do a brief thing about twin flames. It is two bodies, one soul. One soul. So just like in twins, same shit, one soul, two different bodies. So twin flames is not from the same mother, but the same soul in two different bodies. But twins generally are from the same parent, right? So there's the difference on that one. And twin flames are generally two people that fall in love, well, with yourself, basically. It could be like the narcissist's dream. However, it's kind of different with souls and in bodies and stuff like that, because you are in two different bodies. Anyways, I digress. You need more information about twin flames. There's so many freaking videos about that from other people, so go ahead and check that out. Research, always research, always. Don't just take my word for it. Don't just take one or somebody else's word for it. Also, when it comes to mentors, don't have just one fucking mentor, yo, because you'll outgrow them. So anyways, on to the video. This is about the system and how things work. A little background about, I'm going to say, people call them powers that be, but they're not necessarily the powers that be anymore, because the torch has been passed, so to speak. So right now, things are just playing out as they already were planned until, the next one becomes, let's just say king, queen. Let's just say queen. So at the moment, so anyways, what they have to do in order to stay within the bounds of nature, and meaning no karma, things like that, is they have to tell you what they're going to do, right? As an example, let's see, well, as an example, it would be movies. And regardless if they say it is fiction, non-fiction, whatever you believe is what they want you to believe, okay? I'm probably not fucking making sense right now, because I'm trying to say it. Okay, if you guys know how it works with creativity, you sound like a fucking madman or madwoman. It's just like all sorts of shit comes into your mind, and you're just like spitting out different things. So I'm trying to gather my thoughts, because I had this inspiration to make this video, because I watched Loki. Love Disney and love their movies, okay? And then I love Marvel, right? So episode 4, this is in reference to episode 4, just came out yesterday. I'm not going to say it because it'll be what the fuck do you call them, spoilers and shit like that. And I know I don't want, spoilers, but it's precise on telling you exactly about a twin flame. Now, apart from that, go watch that show. Apart from that, and you don't even have to watch the previous parts, because it just says it right there in that one. Anyways, but if you like it, of course, watch it. Sorry guys, but everything is always off the cuff, and it makes it seem like Einstein, you know, or like those fucking those scientists that are just like mumbling to themselves and shit like that because there's so much shit coming in. So I normally do things off the cuff, if you guys don't know that already, and I don't plan because fuck planning. Sometimes things need to be planned, but not your whole fucking entire life. I don't think so. That's how people can, oh, never mind, that's another video. Oh my god, okay. Woosa, woosa. Let me get my coffee. I hope you're still watching this by now, because there is some information that I am going to say. Okay, so we've got, I just fucking took my hair out from being up for a little bit, so this is just how it fucking is. Okay, so y'all, if y'all want to see me just about out from the bed, this is how it is. I did put a little eyeliner on, but I don't normally wear any makeup but eyeliner anyways. So this is a very natural me and off the fucking cuff. So if y'all don't like that shit and you want Barbie dolls, deuces. So anyway, okay, back to this. Now, twin flames, okay, versus the system. That's what I'm going to call this video. And the reason for that is because twin flames is, again, one soul in two different bodies. If you've ever seen, I think there's a cartoon out there, don't know which one, but it is about a little girl, it looks like a little girl, but it's a cartoon, giving a flame to a guy. So what that is entailing is that she's giving half of her soul to him. And that is the same thing as like love and love for marriage for love, okay? Not marriage for finances. Those are two different things. And it's your soul, half of your soul that you're putting into another body, more or less. And then when you guys meet up again, it creates a huge fucking spark. Okay, so those electricians here, dynamo is the best word. I think electricians, but electricity, so yeah. Anyways, those engineers and people who understand about big sparks and mechanics, whatever. Or those who aren't any of that shit and who just understand. This is what we're talking about here. We're talking about a big, huge fucking spark. Now, why the episode 4 comes into play with this dramatically is because, one, it tells you about something of the lines. Again, I don't want to do but spoiler alert anyways, okay? I'm telling you guys that there might be something in there. I'm not going to tell you what the episode is, but it does explain about the twin flames. And it does explain why the system, and I'm just going to call it the system, so whoever's in control of the system, you can tell, I'm just going to say, you can tell your employees by the manager that is managing them, okay? So you can tell who's in control of this system by how people are. So if everybody's an asshole, well, there you go, your manager's an asshole. So to put it like that, very dumbing down, and it's not because y'all are stupid, it's because this information is not told to everybody, and when you already believe a certain belief system, this is hard to take in, very hard to take in. It's almost unbelievable, but I really don't give a fuck if you take it in, because, you know, you're the one who's going to have a massive I don't even know how to put it. Things have to be told to you slowly in order for you not to go crazy, I guess is the word, you know. So take this with a grain of salt. Take whatever, you know, you resonate with, and for the moment leave behind what you don't resonate. Come back to this video with new eyes and you'll see different signs. And speaking of signs, this is where I wanted to go. The correlation between movies, videos, things like that, and what may be happening or what is happening is spot on. So that's why it correlates with that particular episode, because twin flames itself. Now, if you know the twin flame journey, you know that it's not easy to get together with your twin flame. Usually they call it runners, they call it chasers, and blah blah blah, and so on and so forth, because it's such a dynamic, a dynamo of a relationship, that once the two twin flames get together, they send out shock waves in the world, energetic shock waves as well as physical shock waves. Now, the physical shock waves are when you're in a group of people and everybody's like, oh my god, you guys are so fucking in love all the time. A lot of times you'll get, you love each other, you know, because people are very fucking jealous and shit. Y'all some bitches. Just saying, bitches. But anyway, the energetic part of it is changing the world. Okay, so now if you have a dynamo couple, like a power couple, then that's going to obviously send shockwaves beyond belief, okay? Like throwing a big stone in the fucking pond as opposed to, not a big stone, a big rock, as opposed to a small stone in the pond. You're going to get much bigger ripples. So you have a lot of the twin flames coming together, the unions and like that, and these are, and I'm not talking shit, but these are the smaller of the ripples, okay? We need all y'all. We need the smaller ones, we need the bigger ones, okay? But when you're a bigger dynamo or a piece of the dynamo, and the other one isn't just as big, because what is it? You're twins, right? So you have a lot of mirroring aspects. You have a lot of the same shit. Personality traits can be also the same as well. Whatever, twin flames. And if you've noticed with a lot of the stories, it isn't just one running per se and the other chasing per se. It is that, but there's so much more in depth with it, okay? It's because it's such a big fucking dynamo, and because it gives such a big reverberation, both physically and energetically, the beings and people that don't want this to happen, they don't want this, what you see around here, changing, they put a lot of blocks against it. And that's why it takes so long for twin flame couples to get together. It's not just because one person is this, that, and the other. It goes all the way back down to their childhood. All right? My hair is getting on me. Goes all the way back to their childhood. So let's say, as an example, you're a good speaker. You're going to grow up being told that you're worthless, useless, anything you say doesn't matter, you shut up and fucking sit down and we don't da-da-da. And that abuse in particular is specific to you, because you are going to be a good speaker and good leader, and you're going to gather a bunch of people to do natural things. I'm going to say it this way. To do natural things like showing love to other people and showing that there actually is love around here. So you're going to have that type of abuse when you're growing up, and as long as you allow it to happen as an adult. And if there's all sorts of kind of things. So when you finally meet that person, it fucking blows your mind. It blows your mind. First of all, you'll feel a sizzle in your heart, an electric jolt. And then one of you will be more attracted to the other. That's just normal love. And then it'll be where one of you will chase, and then the other will run, because what? They might think, oh, I'm not good enough for this person, or they might think, or maybe they might be in a relationship, any and all factors. And it's very difficult for you guys to get together. It takes time. Sometimes it takes years, which is fucking annoying, right? Sometimes it'll take years, depending on the situation, depending on how quickly the person gets over whatever it is that they need to get over. And if they're in a situation with somebody else, it depends on how long it takes for them to get out of it, if they even choose to get out of it, and so on. Why it correlates with movies and so on and so forth is because that particular episode describes twin flames in entirety. They don't say twin flames, mind you. But in order for them, and I'm just going to say them, and we'll consider the ones that don't want twin flames to get together, we'll say them. It's fucking annoying. My hair is all like flying and shit. You might as well just left it up. Okay, so in order for them to not have karma, and for you to make it as though, oh yeah, you allowed this to happen, they have to tell you what's going on. So the way that they tell you what's going on is they make movies. Now, the people who make the movies may not know this. They're just told, put it within this parameter. That parameter is created by somebody else. And they're told down the chain of command to put this particular thing here, create this particular thing there, and put it within this parameter. Because creativity, when you sell it, it's within parameters. No. That's why for my like website making, I refuse to work for a company because they'll just say, your creativity is good, just put it within these parameters. And my creativity goes through the roof. So not only that, going back to the signs and like that, they have to tell you. So let's say you see a movie like this episode and they're telling you about twin flames differently than saying that word, of course. And this is what happens when two of them get together. It creates a nexus, or it creates a spark of an event. And if you guys know anything about timelines and time travel, you can also watch my video, Timelines, Time Convergence. When you travel in places that you didn't travel before, or you should not have gone, it creates other timelines, nexus events, all sorts of things. And if you want to call it a nexus event, that would actually be something where two things cross. So generally when two things cross, it's more powerful, like the ley lines on Earth. They put a lot of churches on the nexus, or the ley lines, okay, specific ley lines that cross. That's a whole different conversation. But long story short, morning, kid just woke up. Long story short, and to kind of like just recap, that particular episode explains twin flames like to the T. And the reason they don't explain, I guess they do. They also explain why they don't want twin flames to get together. Now, I'm not saying, okay, what I'm saying is, remember, they is not Disney, and it's not anything else, not. What it is higher than them. Higher than, this. That, you know how like sometimes you want to word, okay, so I just need to word things specifically. If you're a lawyer, you understand. But, okay, I guess I just kind of lost my train of thought there anyways. But I guess the long story short is it explains the twin flame theory. It explains the actuality of it. It explains why they, as far as them not, higher aboves, don't want it to happen. It'll create an event where most people will start waking up, and once you're awake, you're no longer under the control. And when that happens, generally people disappear, you know what I'm saying? Or they're suicided or something of the sort, So you can just research on that stuff too. Just do a lot of research. But I thought it was interesting that complete episode described it en masse. And I'll tell you what, the last thing I want to say here is this. The signs are everywhere. They have to be everywhere. They have to be. Because they have to tell you what they're doing and what they're going to do. Not only do they have to tell you that, but because our minds and our imagination is what fuels this fire that we're in here, it fuels it, they have to tell you. Just like if somebody said, hey, the world's going to end in 2021 or some shit like that. And if a multitude of people start feeling that way, it'll bring the energy down, for one. And it'll start creating events that never should have been created to begin with, because we are the creators. Okay? That's what they mean by manifestation, is you're thinking. Oh, and salespeople know this shit too. Successful people know this shit. It's called drive and will, right? So if you're imagining, I want this to fucking happen, and I'm gonna imagine how I get there, then and it happens, and it doesn't necessarily happen particularly the way that you wanted it, I guess you could say, because there's other factors involved. There's other people involved with other intentions, okay? But if yours is stronger than theirs, yours will basically cut through theirs. And then you also have all your, excuse me guys, then you'll also have all your spirit guides and your like family and your ancestors and your alien families, whatever the fuck y'all want to call that shit, as well as universal energy, earth. Everybody is involved. Everything is involved, okay? So it doesn't happen in like 2 seconds. It's because everything is involved. So they have to tell you, if they want a certain thing to happen, then let's create a bunch of fucking movies. You ever notice that there's like a bunch of fucking movies of like the end of the fucking world right near when it was supposed to be the end of the world in 2012, you know? Or in the year 2000, there was a bunch of end of the world movies in 1999 and whatever else. I mean, look at the signs. The signs are everywhere. But don't be lazy, and that's the whole thing, you know? What you know now is not everything. And it's not what you're gonna know tomorrow. And if it is, you're stuck, yo. You're stuck. If all you know right now is all you feel you need to know, then you're really stuck and you're going to have a harder time than the rest of us. So, twin flames correlates with everything as well. And I think versus the system is a good example of the name for the movie, my video. So, you guys, if you've even watched this far, yeah, I'm glad you did. And if you skipped through and whatever, you'll hear what's necessary for you to hear. And, you know, just fucking put me on audio or some shit. You ain't got to look at my face, you know what I'm saying? But, and then this will get to whom it gets to, you know? That's just how it is. But, I just wanted to drink my coffee, tell you guys, because I was inspired to make this, and also watch that show. It's a good show, you know? That one in particular explains different things about it. So, all right, I am off, and I'm going to enjoy this day in the air conditioning because it's fucking hot. You guys enjoy your days and your summertime. Love yourself. Reflect the same. Peace, love, and chicken grease.